morning, everyone. It's Tuesday morning. This is Make It Personal. I am Pastor Terrell, and today I want to read a portion of the book of 2 Timothy. And it talks about, in the first few verses, it talks about different roles. Paul's talking about different roles you have as Christians, and he uses real world examples. Now, he talks about a soldier, he talks about an athlete, and he talks about a farmer. Now, he does separate these three roles, and I'll read them for you in a bit, but I also want you to hear how every Christian can operate in all three of these roles, okay? It says in verse 4, "No soldier in active service entangles himself in the affairs of everyday life, so that he may please the one who enlisted him as a soldier." What's he saying there? You're a soldier, you're not concerned about your own life, you do what I say. And he says, if anyone competes as an athlete, he does not win the prize unless he competes according to the rules. You know, that makes sense, right? You play a sport, you have to follow the rules or you're out. The hardworking farmer ought to be the first to receive a share of his crops. So right now I want to talk about the soldier. This is what Paul identifies himself as quite a bit. You know, he greets the Philippians. In Philemon, he greets his fellow soldiers in Christ. And a soldier is an individual who, through a choice of their own or through a mandate, they decide to prioritize their own will and their own well-being below that of the will of their superiors. What they're saying is, everything I am, everything I want to do, that comes second. Your will, you authority figure standing in front of me that I have, been enlisted into duty, you are my will. And in this way, every Christian can think of themselves as a soldier. And I don't mean to fight. I'm not talking about battles. I'm not talking about wars. I'm talking about the mentality of the soldier. You can almost think of your Christian walk as your sworn duty. I have declared to the universe, and I declared to my Father in heaven, my will is no longer the reigning authority in my life. God, your will guides me, your will leads me, and I will follow, even at the expense of my own life if necessary. See, Paul held himself to a standard of being bound by the will of God. He said, it's not my own anymore. I am bound by the will of God. I know the roads are going to be tough, but God, you said march, so I am marching. And in that way, he held his own ministry far more dear than he held his own life. He wasn't concerned about prisons. He wasn't concerned about beatings. He wasn't concerned about persecution, because God told him, go. And Paul just said, I'm going. There's so much more to this one, but I'm going to leave it there. God bless.